So in this next lesson, we're going to talk about how alignment makes you efficient and consistent, alignment in your messaging. So think about this. If every time you write an email campaign, make a sales deck, write ad copy, create a video script, if you don't know what you're saying, it will suck up a ton of time and it will probably induce writer's block, totally inefficient. So this varies vastly by industry, but it's said that it takes 8 touch points to make a sale. People will see an ad, they'll come to the website, maybe they'll go to a webinar, etc. If every time they interact with your brand, they see a different message, they won't know what you're known for and how you can make their life better. So consistency is key along with efficiency. Now imagine you're not just one person, you're a fast-growing startup and lots of people are writing lots of different things. It's super inefficient to reinvent the wheel every time, and it's inconsistent if you haven't aligned on the key messaging up front. So my recommendation is to get aligned early so that you can move fast later on while keeping everything you say about your company driving in the right direction. Hopefully that's towards revenue. So back to Oatly. Now that you've seen positioning, messaging, and copywriting, imagine if they changed something fundamental about their positioning and messaging. Let's say they decided to add nuts or wanted to target people who don't care as much about the environment. That's a much bigger market after all. They would have to change everything. The physical packaging, the website, the ads, the press articles. It'd be a total nightmare. So what I recommend is that you treat each project like a house in a neighborhood that you're building. Starting from the bottom up, you got to align on your positioning, then your messaging. Then you can start creating copy and assets. But for example, on a website project, once you're writing copy for pages, changing the positioning and the key message points is like being ready to paint the walls and deciding you poured the foundation in the wrong place and now you need to relocate the house. It sounds obvious, but unfortunately I see it all the time. Oftentimes I see that leaders wait until later on in the project, whether it's a website or a product launch, to really start paying attention to the copywriting. And maybe it's the second round of copy and they kind of come in and they throw a wrench in the whole thing, like, hold on, wait a minute, these aren't the right messages. And they want to change positioning and key messaging, but it's actually really time consuming to go back and figure that all out after the fact, because your homepage, your product pages, or the core messages in your product launch were all kind of based on the same key value. And if you're going to change that, it's not just like a matter of updating copy. It really can set you back. So it sounds simple and obvious, I hope, but I can't tell you how many companies and projects I've witnessed that get derailed because they don't follow that house methodology of positioning first, then messaging, then copywriting. Okay, that's it for this section. Next, you're going to know who you're selling to with personas.